Hi, David here from Bodyworks DW, and today we are going to talk about migraines and what they are, what massage therapy can do to help them, and what they aren't. Let's get to it. We'll talk about both migraines and tension headaches, which are really two distinct things. Although what's really happening with the classic migraine headache is that the migraine happens and causes the tension headache. The tension headache, because it's tension, i.e. muscles, is something massage can absolutely do something for and can help out. The migraine is not something that we can technically fix or resolve or improve directly, but we can potentially get it to be a lot better indirectly. So let's talk about the differences, what a migraine actually is, and why we can never really directly affect it. Okay, so tension type headaches are one of the most common headache disorders worldwide, affecting 20% of adults at any time and up to 75% over a lifetime. Migraines affect about 12% and are the second leading cause of disability. That's coming right from our website in a study I found on the National Institute of Health. So tension headaches come from tension, i.e. muscles contracting chronically, whether it's your traps, which actually attach all the way up here. So if you're doing lots of shoulder presses or reaches overhead and your traps get really tight, that can pull down on the whole part of your head and skull and cause a headache. Your suboccipitals back here are little muscles that tilt your head back. And if your head's really forward because you're on the computer all the time, in order to prevent you from looking at the floor, those suboccipitals will lift your head that way. And if they're just stuck that way long periods of time, they can feel like a headache. This muscle out here, your temporalis, is actually a jaw muscle. That also, when you have chronic jaw tension, will cause headaches. You'll feel the headache here. There's a set of muscles up here called frontalis that can tighten, and your facial muscles can tighten and feel headachy. All of those are basically chronic tension of muscles around your head, neck, and shoulders. And given that massage therapy can absolutely directly release tension and help you learn to release it on your own, we can absolutely directly affect a headache when it's happening and also affect any chronic headache sufferers and hopefully tone them down and help you not have those. And that's generally when the source is muscular tension. Migraines, on the other hand, are technically not headaches at all. They are a neurological misfiring in your brain. Basically, your brain just kind of does this thing that goes and misfires some signals, and that freaks everything out around it. And often what will happen and what actually causes the headache is that somewhat stupidly, if I can put it this way, the muscles around your head will contract to protect your brain, which of course isn't possible. But what really happens is the little neurological misfire happens. Maybe you have a visual phenomenon, or your eyesight shuts out, or you get like a very weird sensory reaction to scent or other things, and that causes this little almost syntax error firing of your nerves in your brain. And then the muscles around your head actually contract, thinking that they're protecting you, but actually causing the massive spike in the head migraine headache. And that's a secondary condition or symptom to the misfiring that happens in the first place. Eye muscles will also strain in these conditions and cause achiness and sometimes very intense pain. But along with that, beyond what a normal tension headache is, a tension headache is just tension, maybe eye strain, maybe tiredness in the face, jaw, all of the above. But it doesn't always come with any sort of strange oversensitivity to sensory information, whereas a migraine often will then cause you to really want to go in the dark. If you're getting hypersensitivity to visual phenomena because you're getting visual upset in your migraines. Sometimes migraines will cause spots or shutouts of your vision or cloudiness or tunnel vision, and that just feels so uncomfortable that you'd rather just go sit in a dark room, and that will help tone the symptoms down. For me, and I do get low-level migraines and tension headaches because of them, one of my big triggers is scent. As a child, I hated going to the store, to the mall, and going to a candle shop. It would just be like, I didn't know at the time what was happening, but it would just be like, no, don't take me in there, I can't stand it, right? And I'd want to be left out in the hallway by my mom while she went in there, which she didn't understand at the time either. If I get into an Uber nowadays and they have those trees that are scent trees, I know I'm in for a low-level migraine by the time I get home. And I'll just be like, oh, all right, maybe I should have taken the subway home today. Luckily for me, my migraines are pretty low-key. They don't cause like totally debilitating headaches. One, they do show up more on the left side for me, and that's classically how migraines will show, more on one side than the other. But just to get really clear about what we're doing and not doing with migraines, migraines will fire. Your brain will want to protect you and potentially tighten a bunch of things around your head, even though that's counterproductive, which then leads to the headache to whatever degree. Mine are kind of low key, but some people are like spike in the head, can't function, want to vomit level, and sometimes do vomit level pain, which then requires you to recover from that, which could take anywhere from hours to days. Go to a dark room, deal with it. There's varying strategies for migraine sufferers. I'm a low-grade migraine sufferer. I have one client in particular I'm thinking of who is generally dealing with 2 or 3 migraines a week, even with our help. And that's better for her than actually constant migraines. And when she first was diagnosed with migraines, her first full migraine lasted over 3 months. No stops, no breaks, which is pretty tough to think about, right? Like for me, it's an occasional, I get too strong of a scent, somebody's wearing too strong of a perfume, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be a little headache for an hour or two. So I'm one of the lucky ones. Or if I can't drink alcohol anymore, because that will immediately cause a migraine for me. Okay, so migraine triggers neurological function, often from a trigger, scent, sound, bright light, stress. These can all trigger a migraine. And then the migraine causes secondary symptoms of headaches, disorientation, dizziness, nausea, and then you have to recover from those. Now, this would be fine and tolerable if it just happened once and then you moved on with your life. But because it's a cyclical pattern, each and every time the migraine triggers causes those things, the tension around your head, neck, and shoulders gets tighter and tighter and tighter, which is going to make the trigger for the migraine get easier and easier and easier, i.e. lower and lower and lower and more triggerable, which is this sort of really bad downward spiral of, at first I could tolerate this, but now anything sends me into migraine territory, and it's a compounding effect of just getting worse and worse and worse. And this is actually where we can help you. So what we can do is first work on the tension headache portion of it, release a lot of that, and that raises the trigger for the migraine back up to something more normal, so that you're not as easily triggered into migraine territory. And then you need to build some strategies around knowing what your triggers are, trying to avoid them if at all possible, knowing that you've been triggered but aren't full in spike in the head territory, and if you do something like go get in the dark or get out of the scent, go away from the perfume, whatever you can do, that you might be able to intervene before you hit the major headache, before you get to the really bad parts. And that's one of the things that migraine sufferers sort of train themselves to do is, oh, no, this is gonna cause me a migraine, avoid that, or this is starting to cause me a migraine, let me get out of here now and go rest so that I don't get into full-blown awful territory. So again, the massage that we're doing is dealing with the secondary symptoms of the migraine, but if we can release a lot of that long-term tension, we lift the trigger back up to something where it's just easier to manage and easier to deal with, and it's not just all the time. The other thing that happens with raising that trigger up is that the amplitude, i.e. the intensity of the symptoms of the migraine, also decrease. And so while technically what we're not doing is working on your migraines, because that is inside your brain, and I am definitely not sticking my fingers in your brain, right? That's not something we can do. But what we're doing over time with maybe 3 to 8 sessions is hopefully, with most normal migraine sufferers, we're taking you from this chronic level of bad symptoms that are easily triggered and the migraines are happening over and over and over to something like very tolerable, where maybe it's only once in a while, and when they happen it's not quite as bad, it's a lot easier to manage. And we've seen that cycle with hundreds of clients, so it's totally possible. And then every once in a while, a client like the one I was thinking of earlier, you know, she's basically suffering on a level where she just needs regular maintenance, and honestly, I see her every 2 to 3 weeks, year in, year out. But for most people, a series of 3 to 5 sessions dealing with head, neck, shoulder tension, and also some of the rest of the tension, even a lower leg session, can have a pretty big effect on what's happening up here. If we can sort of get you to a much better place, then your strategies for managing your migraines become way more effective, and your symptoms from them get way easier to manage, easier to deal with. So that's really our goal with migraines, just to get really clear, and I try to be really clear when anybody comes in with a migraine as a new client, that technically we're not working directly on the migraine, but we absolutely can indirectly help it, and not just help it at the time that it's happening, but help its cycle and make its overall pattern in your life much easier and easier to manage. So if you're suffering from migraines and you happen to be in New York City, by all means, book a session with our staff. You can ask and look around for who's taken my head, neck, jaw class on our staff if you're really curious. I certainly have tons of experience working with migraines, but most of my staff will be able to directly help you and have good experience with it, but feel free to ask. And we'd love to work with you. Have a great day.